Confessions of a homeschool mom. Okay, are you ready for this? Girls and boys and everybody in between. Oh my gosh, everybody that's in the trench with a kid. Anybody that's helping that kid through anything. Ugh. I am a retired homeschool teacher of my amazingly brilliant son, who, honest to goodness, I really feel like will be the next Tony Stark, because his dad is like straight up Howard Stark, you know, those kind of people that are just amazing. And you're just like, wow, just maybe you're right. Go with it, you know, and then you realize they are, and you're like, wow, okay, go with that too. So, during the whole this kid growing up thing, there's so many moments when you're homeschooling them and you're like, this is never going to work. What am I doing? And then I really literally died. I remember my soul leaving my body. Let's see, I think that was in the 4th grade when we were doing long division. I died 3 times in the 4th grade. Ooh, my husband came home with flowers. He just knew that he was going to have a dead, stinking corpse when he came home because it was just that dramatic. He's like, I figured I'd beat the rush. Oh, my God. How was it today? And I'm like, it was hell. So all those homeschool mamas in the trench, all those homeschool daddies, all of those homeschool people in any education field, anything. Let me tell you, it's okay. After you've died and came back to life several times, over and over and over and over. Let me show you who's getting interested in our conversation now.
I knew us.
Anyway, you've caught me laying on the couch. And the reason why I don't even want to move from this moment is because I'm like, trying to fight back tears, actually. Because I wanted to make this video right now so I don't forget this moment and to encourage everybody else, you know? Because these are the things that I needed to see on YouTube when I was out there surfing for some encouragement to tell me to keep going. There is no way I am meant to teach this kid. He's smarter than me. And I honestly knew he was smarter than me by the time that kid was in the 2nd grade. And it's not my teacher's fault at all, man. They did the best they could. Hell, I was talking in class. I talked all the way through our homeschool class. But that worked out, you know, because in the 5th grade, I ended up deciding that, yeah, my son knew a whole lot more than I did. So, hey, let's figure this out together. And I returned back to school. And because no kidding, we went to classical conversations. What was it? It was a writing class that he did in the 5th grade. And it was like, I had no idea we had joined the equivalent of the Marines of homeschooling, man. You just recite some words and then people from CC activate like little, you know, I don't even know, little spies. And they just like, you know, tell me about Joan of Arc. And then they just recite stuff, and it's like, they're 37, and they're like, how do I know that? Why did I do that? That's weird. But dude, it helps out so much when they go to school and they have these flashbacks of such a rigid education. No, I'm just playing, of a homeschool thing, because let me tell you, I have flashbacks too. But let me tell you, I hope I have flashbacks of this. So let this be encouragement to you. My son is 19, and like every other little boy I think I've ever met, and a lot of little girls, they do not like to write. They don't like to talk about it. None of that. In fact, my son loves American Sign Language so much because it is a language of a little goes a long way, because he just wants your point right across, short, sweet, to the point. So I get on his nerves, and I love it. So he told me today through text, while I was sitting here on my Buddha doing nothing, and he told me he had an idea for a book. And after I gave him the homeschool mom advice of, okay, we'll get some index cards, and imagine it as a movie in your head, and then, write out each scene on the index card. That way you can move around, or you can put scenes in place when you think of other things as you go along and you're writing your document. And just realize that this is the beginning of a journey of something you will never stop editing. I published my first book in 2020. We had a little time on our hands. My son and I actually published our first book together. It's Deaf Dog on Amazon, about our dog that's deaf and rotten that's over there asleep. See? Oh, the lazy is all over us today here. So, I'm sitting here now, after I told him just to write it out. Just write it out. Tell Mom what you would say. And there he went. And he just started writing. And I watched in live time, oh, what a time to be alive, as my son texted me the first chapter of his first novel. Wow. And I watched it in live time as my son thought it through and threw down his first draft. So, I'm not going to read it to you because obviously no. But I did reply with some emojis, or whatever, the GIFs, whatever, of a woman that was going like, oh, and then another woman was like, I love that. And then I told him, oh, and then he kept going. Okay. Lord, he kept going. He's his mama's boy, too. And then I sent him the genie from Disney's movie where his jaw drops open. And I'm going literally like, bah, right now, where my jaw hits the deck. And then I asked him, where the hell was this sort of bleep when we were doing school? And then I sent him an angry black woman picking up a purse and leaving. Right, sister, tell it. Then I told him, copy everything you just sent me into a Google Doc and keep going. That is a hell of a great start. And then he started working on his character design. What a time to be alive. This right here is the moment that they told us all the way through, just see it through, just see it through. That kid will put you in therapy, and that kid will drive you crazy. But you know what? He's going to do that anyway. Might as well teach him the right way. Today's my payday, y'all. He'd probably get arrested on the way home.